Good morning, everyone. Thank you for all taking the time to attend this important project planning meeting. I truly appreciate your punctuality and commitment to this initiative. Let me formally introduce our team member. First, we have Fitri, who bring excellent creative and digital marketing skill to our group. And then we have Magat, our event coordination specialist with strong networking abilities. And our last member is Azik, who has demonstrated exceptional research and organization capabilities in our previous collaboration. My name is Zuhilmi, and I will be chairing today's meetings as we work together to develop a comprehensive project proposal. This primary purpose of today's meeting is to discuss, evaluate, and finalizing our project design for raising awareness about youth and unemployment, specifically addressing the critical skill mismatch between what graduates and possess and what the current job market demands. This issue has been weighing heavily on my mind, particularly after seeing recent statistics about graduate unemployment rates and hearing first-hand account from our peer who struggle to find meaningful employment despite their qualification. The gap between academic learning and industry requirement has created a significant barrier to young professionals entering the workforce. I want to ensure we stay focused on our objective today and that everyone has equal opportunities to present their ideas. We will hear each proposal truthfully, engage in constructive discussion, and ultimately reach a consensus on the most effective approach of our awareness campaign. So I will begin by presenting my initial concept. After extensive research into this issue, I believe we need hands-on practical intervention that directly address the skill gap. My proposal is to organize a comprehensive digital skill bootcamp specifically designed for students and recent graduates. This wouldn't be just another theoretical workshop. It will be intensive practical session focusing on immediately applicable skill that employer consistently say. The bootcamp would cover several critical areas. First, like LinkedIn profile optimization, teaching participants how to create compelling professional profile, write effective summaries, and leverage networking opportunities. Second, resume design using tool like Canva, moving beyond basic word templates to create visual appealing modern resume that stand out in competitive market. Third, we include essential Excel and data analysis fundamental skills that are crucial across virtually all industry but often overlooked in traditional curriculum. Fourth, we incorporate basic digital marketing concept, including social management and content creation, as these skills are increasingly valuable across all the sector. The format will be highly interactive with participants working on real project during the session. They live with complete LinkedIn profile, professionally designed resume, and practical template they can use immediately in their job search. I believe this approach directly tackles this skill mismatch problem while providing tangible, immediate value to the participant. The hands-on nature ensure higher engagement and better retention of learned skill compared to passive information session. Thank you for that detailed overview. Now let's hear from Fitri with their perspective on addressing this issue.
Thank you, Ahmad Zulmi. While I absolutely see the value in practical skills training, I think we need to approach this issue from a more emotional and relatable angle to create broader impact and reach. My proposal centers on developing a comprehensive digital storytelling campaign that humanizes the youth unemployment crisis. Too often, this issue is discussed in abstract terms, statistics, percentages, policy papers, but we lose sight of the real human stories behind these numbers. I envision creating a series of authentic short form video content for platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, featuring real stories from unemployed graduates. These wouldn't be scripted testimonials, but genuine conversations about their struggles, disappointments, small victories, and eventual success stories. Each story will follow a narrative arc: the initial excitement of graduation, the harsh reality of job rejections, the emotional toll of prolonged unemployment, the strategies they develop to cope and improve, and ultimately, their breakthrough moments when they secured meaningful employment. The content will be highly shareable and designed to spark conversations. We use compelling hashtags, collaborate with influencers who have experienced similar challenges, and encourage viewers to share their own stories in the comments. What makes this approach powerful is its potential for viral reach. A single compelling story could reach thousands of people across different demographics, not just students, but also employers who might gain new perspectives on hiring practices, and policymakers who might be moved to action. Additionally, we create accompanying infographics and carousel posts with practical tips embedded within these emotional narratives, combining inspiration with actionable advice. The campaign will also feature successful professionals sharing the pivotal moments or resources that help them overcome similar challenges, creating a supportive community around this issue. I believe storytelling creates empathy, and empathy drives action. This approach could generate broader awareness and potentially influence systemic changes in how we address youth employment.
Okay, an excellent presentation from Fitri. Your emphasis on emotional connection and reach is compelling. So now let's move on to Magat. Please share your proposal.
Okay, thank you for both for this thoughtful presentation. I've been listening carefully, and while I appreciate the practical skills approach and storytelling concept, I believe we need something that brings together multiple stakeholders for meaningful dialogue. My proposal is to organize a hybrid seminar featuring a structured panel discussion that creates space for authentic conversation between all parties affected by youth unemployment. So the panel will include four distinct voices. For the first one, a current student or recent graduate who can articulate the challenges from a personal perspective. Second one, an HR representative or hiring manager who can explain employer expectation and requirement challenges. The third one, an educator or career counselor who understand the systemic issues within our educational approach. And the fourth one is a policymaker or government representative who can discuss broader economic and policy implication. The format would be more than just presentation. It would be a moderated dialogue where panelists respond to each other's points, challenge assumptions, and explore solutions collaboratively. So this will create opportunities for breakthrough moments where different perspectives align around actionable solutions. The hybrid nature means we can accommodate both in-person and virtual attendance, expanding our reach significantly. We had structured it with an initial presentation phase where each panelist outlines their perspective, followed by structured discussion topics, and concluding with audience Q&A. What excites me about this approach is its potential to generate concrete outcome beyond awareness. When you bring together people who usually operate in separate spheres, you create opportunities for partnerships, policy changes, and systematic improvements. For example, the HR representative might commit to reviewing their company's hiring criteria after hearing student perspective, and the educator might identify specific curriculum gaps that need addressing. And also, the policymaker might discover new angles for employment initiatives. We had professionally record the entire session, creating content that can be shared widely afterward. So the discussion could become reference material for other institutions facing similar challenges. This approach positions us as facilitators of meaningful change rather than just awareness creators. We have been contributing to actual problem-solving conversation that could have lasting impact beyond our immediate project scope.
That is a really nice, comprehensive, and ambitious approach, Magat. So finally, let's hear from our last member, which is Haziq about his idea. Wow.
All right, thank you everyone. So sorry, I've been taking notes while listening to all the ideas. So I think all identifying important pieces of puzzle. However, I'm concerned that we might be overlooking at a crucial element, which is sustainability and long-term support. So my primary proposal focus on creating a comprehensive digital resource hub that serves as an ongoing support system for students and graduates navigating employment challenges. This wouldn't be just another website that with general advice. Instead, it will be a carefully curated, regularly updated platform that aggregates the most current and relevant resource available. I think it is a one-stop destination for employment support. The hub will include several key sections. First, job portal aggregator that pulls listing from multiple sources and filters them specifically for entry level and graduate positions. Second, comprehensive library for free online courses from platforms like Coursera, EDX, and LinkedIn Learning, organized by skill area and industry. Third, downloadable templates for resumes, cover letters, and LinkedIn profiles, regularly updated, reflect current trends and employer preference. Fourth, an internship and volunteer opportunity database, including both local and remote options. Fifth, interview preparation resources, including common question by industry, video examples of successful interviews, and tips for virtual interview success. Sixth, networking guides with strategies for building professional relationship and leveraging alumni networks. What makes this approach unique is sustainability. While events and social media campaigns say a well-maintained resource hub provides ongoing value, students can return to it throughout their career development journey, and we can continuously update it with new resources and opportunities. The platform will also include success stories and case studies, providing inspiration alongside practical tools. We could implement a simple rating system where users can read resources, helping others identifying the most valuable tools. From the project management perspective, this approach is scalable. We could start with a basic version and continuously enhance it based on user feedback and emerging needs. Each team member could take ownership of specific section, making maintenance manageable and long-term. I believe this resource hub could become a lasting legacy of our project, potentially helping to students for years beyond our initial campaign.
Okay, so thank you for those detailed and well thought out presentation. So I can see each of you proposal bring valuable perspective to addressing youth unemployment. So now let's move on to the next part, which is discussion and analysis of this approach. So I will begin with our discussion by acknowledging that each proposal has distinct strength. However, I find myself most drawn to Magat panel discussion concept, though I have some concern about Fitri's social media approach. So Fitri, while I genuinely appreciate the power of storytelling and understand its potential reach, I worry about the practical challenge of content creation. Do we really have the video editing skill, equipment, and consistent content creation capabilities to maintain quality social media campaign? Additionally, there is the risk that our content get lost in algorithm or fail to achieve the viral reach that we're hoping for.
I understand your concerns about our technical capabilities, and you raise valid points about the unpredictability of social media reach. However, I think you might be underestimating the impact of authentic storytelling. Even with basic production values, sometimes the most compelling content is raw and unpolished because it feels more genuine. That said, I'm actually finding myself drawn to Magat's panel discussion idea. It has the structure and credibility that could lend legitimacy to our project. But I still strongly believe we shouldn't completely abandon the digital content aspect. What if we compromise and create short recap clips from the seminar for social media distribution?
I really appreciate that suggestion, Fitri. That could be the perfect blend of structure, credible content with broader digital reach. However, I do have a significant concerns about Hazik's resource hub proposal. So I want to be constructive in my feedback.
Yes, please. I appreciate your honest assessment.
My main concern is timeline feasibility. We are working with approximately like 6 to 8 weeks, and building a comprehensive, high-quality resource hub seems incredibly ambitious within that time frame. Even using existing platforms and curating rather than creating content, the research organization and quality control required could be overwhelming.
I hear your timing concerns and they're legitimate. But consider this. We don't need to reinvent the wheel or create a perfect platform immediately. We can start with a simplified version using tools like Google Sites, which require minimal technical expertise. If each team member contributes just a few well-researched uh, resource in the area of expertise, we could create something valuable without overwhelming workload. The key is starting simple and building gradually. Even a basic resource collection will provide a lasting value beyond any single event or campaign.
Well, you know what? Azik made a compelling point about sustainability. If you all contribute consistently, a simplified hub could definitely be manageable. And it addressing something I have been thinking about. What happened after our main project ends? How do we ensure lasting impact?
That's exactly what I was going to say. I'm getting excited about this because I think we could actually combine multiple approaches. What if our main focus is the panel seminar, but we support it with social media promotion and create a resource hub as our long term legacy?
Oh, now that's interesting. A multifaceted approach could actually strengthen each individual component. The seminar provides credibility and structure dialogue. So social media expands our reach and creates buzz, and the resource hub ensure ongoing impact.
And we could even incorporate Zulmi Skills Bootcamp concept as breakout session within the larger seminar format, making it interactive rather than just a panel discussion.
Well, now I really love where this is heading. So we have the seminar as our flagship event with integrated workshop segment to keep it hands-on and engaging. Social media builds awareness before and extends conversation afterward. And the resource hub become our lasting contribution.
This feels much more comprehensive than any of our individual proposals. We'll be hitting different audiences through different channels: employers and educators at this seminar, students on social media, and everyone through the resource hub.
Yeah, exactly. And if we frame this as a community-driven initiative, we might even attract sponsorship or institutional support, which could help with resources and credibility.
Okay, before we get too excited, let's make sure we're being realistic about our target audience. Who are we primarily trying to reach?
So I think students and recent graduates should be our primary focus, but we absolutely need to engage employers and educators through the panel to create a meaningful dialogue.
Agreed. But I'd also love to extend invitations to relevant government representatives or policymakers. Even if they don't attend, the invitation itself demonstrates initiative and could lead to future opportunities.
Yeah, I think that's a strategic thinking. And positioning this as a collaborative community initiative rather than just a student project could open doors we haven't even considered yet.
Well, this discussion has been incredibly productive. I can see we are building consensus sorry, around an integrated approach that combine our strongest idea. Let's move toward finalizing our decision and task delegation. So based on our through discussion, I believe that we have reached consensus on a comprehensive, multi-facet approach that combines the best element of all our proposal. Our final project will consist of three integrated components. First, a hybrid seminar featuring panel discussion with diverse stakeholders, including interactive workshop, breakout session. Second, a strategic social media campaign for promotion and community engagement. Third, a digital resource hub for ongoing support and lasting impact. So now let's delegate responsibilities based on each member's strengths and interests.
I'm excited to take ownership of the resource hub and content creation on creating a user-friendly platform and gathering high-quality current resources.
I will handle all branding and promotional activities, designing posters, creating social media templates, developing our content calendar, and managing our online presence throughout the campaign.
I will coordinate all event logistics, such as the speaker invitations, venue booking, technical requirements for the hybrid format, and the day of event management.
Then I will serve as overall project coordinator, managing timelines, securing necessary approval, tracking our progress, and ensuring that we stay on the schedule and on budget. So now, perfect. Let's establish our checkpoint for Tuesday on next week, where each team member will present their initial progress and any challenges they have encountered. This integrated approach feels significantly more impactful than any of our individual concepts, and I'm confident that our collaboration effort will create meaningful awareness and lasting positive change around youth unemployment issue.
I am genuinely excited about this project now. It feels much more comprehensive and impactful than I initially imagined when we started.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to say, this collaboration has been remarkably more effective than some of our previous group projects. No offense to anyone.
I'm taken. I'm just glad we're creating something that could genuinely help people facing these employment challenges.
I couldn't agree more. For all. Thank you all for your thoughtful contribution, creative thinking, and collaborative spirit. Let's meet next Tuesday with our preliminary progress report, and let's make this project something we can all be proud of.
Right, let's do
Thank you
this,
so
guys.
much.
Alright,
Okay, so this
it's
concludes
going
our
to be great.
learning meeting. Thank you everyone for participation and commitment to this important initiative. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you.